can be the most beautiful and everything. If a guy finds a woman that can help him make money, the woman can be the ugliest, but they tend to go to that woman.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Unpacking True Purpose. And if you have not been keeping up with the topic, just go back. You'll see so many episodes that we've done previously. The last one that we were doing was tuning out the noise, and today we have something that is more exciting and juicy. I am so excited. So if you like these conversations, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you keep engaged and you keep up with the conversation.
Right.
Today we're talking about intellectual and romance. Like, can you have them both? Or do you need to have one or the other? I mean, the beautiful girls here have something to say about that.
Wait, so maybe we should say like which one each one prefers. Which one each person
Yeah.
prefers. Do you prefer romance or do
That
you
one.
prefer
True.
intellect fast?
No. So I want to hear what
Wait, I don't want to. I gotta think about it. Okay, wait.
Let me start.
Okay,
so I know what I
okay.
want. So we're saying obviously best case scenario, everybody wants both.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
true.
So we're saying if you had to pick one, intellectual or romance, right? I would take intellectual.
Okay, why?
I personally, I think looking at the marriage of my my parents, they just be talking about things that to the outsiders it doesn't make sense. But every day they're always talking, and I'm wondering to myself like, what are you talking about? Like, sometimes you hear them like tell the same stories and they look so engaged. Like
They're loving it.
I've heard this before, which means that you've heard this before as well. So that just made me like, that's something that I admire about their marriage, and that's something that I look forward to, where I want to be able to talk to you about anything.
Yeah.
I want you to be my gossip partner. I want you to be my gist partner. I want you to be my business idea partner. I want us to be able to talk about a wide range of stuff. I want you to have your own mind. I want you to have your own stuff. Like, I don't want you to be like, babe, anything you like, whatever you think. Like I'm somebody that likes to bounce ideas and see what sticks, and I kind of want my partner to be able to do that with me. It's okay. I'm not a flowers person anyway.
Yeah. So what if he's like, he's not holding your hand, he's not giving you nothing when you're not feeling well, he's just like
I had a feeling.
that one is scary.
So now,
So what's
I want to
romance?
know.
Okay,
So
so
that
what's
was the romance and
Romance,
what's the intellect.
romance is like people that are like
extra lovey-dovey.
extra lovey-dovey, that want to buy you flowers,
Tell you I
that want to
love
always
you.
take you out, things like that. Like, I would rather you
If you have
just
to
sit
choose,
in,
okay.
like we just sit and have conversations over doing those stuff.
Okay.
Like, I would rather that.
No, I don't. Is have conversations
Rather than going on date every day, like just being
Exactly.
romantic.
I
You
guess
gotta choose the
she
two.
she prefers having a communicator. Like, I think
Yeah.
communication is very
Yeah.
key for you.
Yes.
For me, on the other
But
end,
you have to be
I don't know.
romantic to be
Yeah, I
a
like-
communicator, though.
No.
No.
So,
no.
okay. All right, no problem.
For me, it's
No,
just
you
basic. Like, we could just sit on a couch and have a conversation,
Yeah.
and that's good enough.
Romance
for me.
is like being romantic.
Yes.
being
holding
extra,
hands,
yeah,
like she's not key on like. You
No,
know,
what she's
all
saying
those
is
things.
if she would prefer both, but we're talking about this situation. If you have to
You have to
choose
pick one.
between
All
which
right,
one.
yeah, like you said, you
Yeah,
have
which
to
one would you
choose.
choose?
Okay,
Yeah.
for me, I have no choice. I shouldn't lie. I wouldn't be able to choose.
No,
in a
you have to
way.
choose.
You have to
So I have to
choose,
choose.
Christina.
Yeah, you have
You
to
have
choose.
to. We all
My
have to choose. I
goodness,
understand.
this one is.
You all
You
have
have
to
to
choose.
choose.
You have to choose.
Since we're here, and I have to choose.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Okay, for on this part, I will pick as she has picked, intellectual, because at the end of the day, I feel like romance is sweet and nice, but it's not always there. There are times life comes in, and that's when you really want a communicator, someone you can talk to. And I think if you have that, that's very important. Because I like to feel heard. I like, someone who will listen and would do things that you know that he's put thought into it, and he remembers the last thing that you told him. I feel like communication is very key in a relationship. So if I had that choice,
Yeah.
intellectual would.
That's a good one.
Just don't lie.
Yeah, I won't lie, because definitely I get it. I would want both for sure, but honestly speaking, if I had to choose, I would go with the same thing that the lady said, which is
She's not a mushy.
because I'm not too mushy myself. Like I like that, but I'm not too. Oh my God, baby! Like like that. Just actually irritates my soul. Like, can you stop? Like even because my dad would do it, I'm like, okay, Dad, like, it's okay. Like, doing too much. But I do think, obviously, I'm a woman. I like to be soft and feminine. I do like those things. But I do think that if you're overly romantic when we're having a crisis, like, this is not the time. Obviously, the time and place, but like,
I feel
you know what I mean? But then I also think you could teach somebody to become romantic, right? Like, if the guy is smart enough and he's, you know, like, that's not something that's a natural thing for him. If he sees that he really loves you, even though at first it might be hard, I do think that over time he would, in his own way, become romantic. You know, I'm the same. I don't like flowers. I'm not a flowers person at all. If I can't
what
eat
would
it,
you rather for flowers?
clothes. Clothes and money.
That one I agree. Actually,
Shoes.
the long lasting.
Shoes, yeah, give me something. Food.
I would rather food over flowers.
I can't believe you brought the food here.
No, I'm saying it with my
I don't
food
like
chest.
flowers. Yes,
But the food, must it take you out, or you're gonna do it?
No, he could bring it. Like, you know how like people
From
bring
where?
flowers?
Then bring
me
me
the groceries.
Bring me the
Bring the
food.
fruits.
Yeah,
Order
yeah,
the
don't do
food.
grocery.
Order the food.
Already made.
Order the food.
Yes, order food.
Or shoes. Like shoes is the way to my
clothes,
heart.
Yeah,
bags.
Things that can last forever. A flower's gonna literally die. Like,
And
I
it's
love-
work.
And it's work. Why am I gonna be
I was
watering?
telling Julia the other day, like, I love flowers because they're beautiful, they're
Yeah, she
cute,
likes
but then
flowers.
I always feel sad afterwards because when they're dying, I'm like, I want them to still look beautiful, but then they die. So it's like a love-hate
That's
kind
true.
of situation. So
That's true.
I agree
What
with
about
you.
So
you?
let me
Pastor?
let me reiterate on everything that you guys said. Now, see, when it comes to men, I always say that it's not really about sex. It's not really about the romance. It's not about you cooking. It's not about you being very domesticated. When it comes to men, it's about their mind. A woman that can put, you see, men have ego. They always want to achieve something. All right, that's men. That's how they're framed. So usually,
No, I'm laughing because Pastor, you're right. But there's some men who want to, but they never get that. It's like,
But
you know,
so-
some men who's like, I got a vision, I got it. It's
no,
like,
but
they should.
So
No, I
see-
agree.
So
Sorry.
this is the thing. That's how they're framed.
Yes.
So they always need a woman that will come on board as the neck, as the partner to push them. To push them to get there. So a lot of women make mistakes. They think giving him a lot of sex or cooking, because think about it, if it's about sex, he can pay for it. If it's about cooking, he can always order for it. Just imagine when they're in school. I mean, how do they manage? They don't have a wife, but they manage to eat. If they want sex, they can do it anywhere. But when you find a partner, a wife, you need somebody that will help you achieve your goal. So a lot of women come on the table with the opposite mindset. Like, oh, maybe it's about sex. Maybe I have to give him this. Or I have to cook. I have to do that. Forgetting that part of it. So you can be the most beautiful and everything. If a guy finds a woman that can help him make money, the woman can be the ugliest, but they tend to go to become their talking partner. So they have
you're
a wife.
saying that men would rather the intellectual?
On that level, trust me, when it comes to men. So what it is you can be very beautiful, pretty, everything, you're home. But then you're not adding anything
Any
up to
value
him.
to
So he's tired. So when he goes out and maybe meet a Christina, that talks to his mind. It's like, you know, you can do this. You know, you have all this potential. Let's do it. It's not like he wants to be with Christina, but you see, he tends to get more closer to Christina because Christina has more ideas. So you are the wife, then you become a boring, like, oh, your wife, you take care of the kids and everything, but this is my partner. If I have to go on a business trip, I will prefer to go with Christina.
Well, I think what Pastor is saying actually makes sense because women are help needs, right? Like, I feel
Exactly.
like that's what, if you go back to the Bible, that's what women, I mean, we were created to help Adam's vision of whatever God gave him on earth. So I do think that, to your point, women, you know, we are supposed to cultivate, even at home or whatever. Like, I mean, I do think that's our goal to be.
But
able
let
to
me
cultivate.
say this. You see, the trick and the secret is, if you push the guy to become a king, automatically, what have you become? A queen.
Oh, yeah.
So you see, it takes a wise woman. Come on, guy.
Pow, pow, pow.
It takes a very wise woman.
Ooh, sorry, I had
Like,
another thought.
I found this. Let me push you. If you become the richest man on this planet Earth, I'm your wife.
But Pastor, I have a question to that because I know we're about to wrap up soon.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, what if the man is already like? What if you meet the guy and he's already made it, right? So he's already successful and he has his stuff together. Then how do you build? Because maybe you're intellectually not there.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's
But
when
you
you
wanna
see
help.
you need to discern, apply wisdom. All right. So if the guy is already successful and he's made it, remember he has his ego, and he's become more arrogant.
Yeah.
So whatever ideas you bring, you have to find a way to navigate yourself through his mind, to pull something. You see, you have to. People like that, they're looking for something that nobody gives to them. They have the money, they have the cars, they have everything. Then you have to sit and analyze what else does he need. If it's about calmness, you come on the scene. You are working with him to calm him down, babes. You work a lot. You know, let me take you out on a trip. Let me do this. That's something he's lacking. You are still working with him.
Can I challenge that? Because I'm just trying to be as realistic as possible,
Right.
and think about the guys that we know,
Yeah.
or the men that we've encountered. Honestly, I can't sit here and say that these men are looking for intellectual women. I'm
They might
this
say
generation,
it, but like,
they might say it with their words or because it sounds cool to hear, but by their actions,
They're
I'm
not
not
looking
seeing
for
them
that.
looking for women that are of intellectual
Yeah.
value. They are more looking for, what's the word?
Like just
The
a
domesticated
Like
women that sit down and do nothing.
Exactly.
yeah.
Let me
That just
tell you
says
why.
yes,
They
sir.
always
She's gonna
want
be
like
there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let-
That's
let-
not what they're looking for.
Let me tell you why. Because they have not been trained. Remember that.
training again.
Training again. They have not been trained. They need to be taught. So when they go to church and it's like the woman has to be submissive, it's all in their mind. So it's like if
They
you
don't even
come
know
on
what
board
that
and you
looks
want
like
to
or
challenge
what it
them,
is.
like I want to help you get to. As far as they're concerned, you just want to be on the same level, like you're boxing with them, heads together. So they don't understand because they want you. In their mind, being submissive is stay home, don't say nothing.
Right.
I come, but you could take care of the kids. But that is not proper. Because the man will end up suffering. You see, that man is not wise. Because you have a woman, because you don't know what she carries. She's there to enhance you. She's there to take you to the top. For you to become the king, so she become the queen. So if he doesn't allow you, you are stuck. You can't be the queen.
Well, I wonder if it's also too, maybe some men are intimidated because a lot of women are also like,
They lack
yeah,
understanding.
no, that's what I'm saying. Because I do think
Yeah.
that if you are a woman who is successful at doing stuff,
Yeah.
I know a lot of men probably feel like, oh no, like she's, she's like
Too much.
too
She's
much.
not gonna
She's not gonna be able to be
Exactly.
submissive. So let me go with the one
Exactly.
that's a little bit more here that I can just mold her to be,
And that's something that we hear a lot. Like, men want a woman that they can mold.
How are you going to mold a grown-up woman like that? I don't understand.
That's the other thing.
So
like,
you
understanding
see,
that,
they have ego issues. Why do you want to? They have controlling problems. I'm telling you. Why do you want to mold somebody that is so grown? How are you going to mold the person?
that's the
You
thing,
mold
yeah.
kids when they are 5 years old and stuff. So a grown woman who's above 21, why do you want to mold? But first of all, why do you want to mold somebody? For what? If you're not controlling, why do you? They came as a package. You have your package, she has a package. Have you molded yourself already? Why do you want to mold somebody?
Yeah.
It is not acceptable. So that marriage itself will fail because of that molding issue. Because whatever you do, he can never be pleased because sit down in a certain way. Oh, you have to serve me. But you're doing it reluctantly. Do you
Yeah, not
understand?
with your
So
heart as
it's
well.
not with your heart. That's when a lot of men, when they fall sick, that's the time the woman also want to prove a point to them, like, you thought you had all the money. This is my time. I'm also going to show you. There has to be a balance. These men there has to be a balance.
Right. Let's take
I mean,
note.
yeah, I think it's a great point that we've talked about. Just learning the balance. Obviously, in best case scenario, we want a mix of romance and intellectual. But if you are picking, and it's also preference.
Yeah.
Right? We're not advocating for intellectual.
Yeah,
We're just saying
true.
that that's knowing ourselves and our personality and what we're looking for. We'll rather intellectual over
Romance with no money can
Because
kill
romance
you.
with-
And-
romance would feel
no,
away.
romance with no money can kill you because you can't. If you can't pay the rent, you are being kicked out. So you
Yeah.
carry yourself with the romance, baby, and you are sleeping
And
outside.
you'll be on the
It
streets
doesn't make sense.
and be romancing on the streets.
Yeah, romancing the stone on the street, no problem.
Oh man,
Oh
but
my God.
but you make a great point for men to look for women that add value to
Yeah.
your life.
Yes.
Value in a significant
Very
area.
important.
Exactly.
Eating, cooking, is all those things are very trivial. Like
Yeah.
you can order food, you can buy food. Like how can this person help you accomplish your
Purpose.
Right? How does this person, man or woman, help you accomplish your purpose? And those are the things that we should be thinking about when we pick a partner, and not the little trivia things that we get.
I think the men that do that are the ones mainly that do the 9 to 5. They don't have any vision. So theirs is like they don't have a vision.
They don't
So it's
think
9
of
to 5.
anything
The
apart
government
from
is
the
taking
work.
care of me. So
Nothing
you
for
be
you to- for me to
stay
help
home.
with.
Nothing to help me with because I already have a job.
That's
I'm not
true. That's
looking
a great-
forward
that's
to
a
it.
That's a
great
good
point.
point.
Yeah.
Which is not right because
It's
everybody
not
still
right.
needs. Everybody has a purpose.
Because they don't have a vision. So the more you try to help them have a vision, you're trying to undermine them.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's true. That's crazy. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we hope that you learned something. Let your takeaway be to know yourself
Yes.
and find a partner that aligns with your vision
That's
and your
right.
purpose, because that's the only way you will avoid as much friction as possible.
That's
And you
right.
can build a successful and healthy relationship.
True.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in our next one.
See
Bye.
you soon.